Welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm the Pantheon of Champions, Chuckalicious Chuck Williams.
A great institution that does a lot for a lot of different people, different entities in our community. Family Support Services, one of their biggest fundraisers of the year. The Mardi Gras Party kicks off next Saturday at the Amarillo Civic Center. Brittany Barber is here with us to tell us a little bit more. And found out last week Miss Barber will be speaking at this year's Mardi Gras event. And for those of you who don't know about Family Support Services, it's just a lifeline for lots of people, for women, for children, for men, for veterans. They spread their wings wide in this community to help out when they have a cause. And Brittany really has a special tie to this. She'll be speaking at next week's event. Mrs. Barbie, welcome to the chat. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's good to see y'all again.
Good to see you again. Now, this is a fundraiser for Family Support Services, and they do a ton of stuff. You have personally benefited from the work of Family Support Services. I hope it's not an intrusion to speak about that.
I have. 21 years ago, I was actually kidnapped when I was pregnant and had to go through some of the services that FSS offered, which is when I learned everything that they did, which 21 years ago sounds like a long time, but this is the 115th year for FSS. So when you look at the spectrum of the time and the people that they've helped, but they definitely stepped in and became my village and my tribe and helped me through that time and helped me be a better person and a better mom, obviously with the care that and support system that I received. And I told myself that I would pay it forward when I got the moment to do that. And so here I am. I've done SANE calls. I have worked at the shelter after hours on emergency intakes. Now I'm on the board of directors and co-chairing on Mardi Gras. So it feels good to pay it forward and to support other families and women and children and men the way that I was supported all those years ago.
I probably worked there when you had your time with us. What services was it? Mostly counseling? What did you benefit from?
At the time, I lived in Childress, and so I wasn't in Amarillo for the full spectrum, and I wish there had been the telehealth and mental health then so that I could have done things virtually. But I had a SANE advocate and the not really the crime victims, because that's tied to more of your Potter or Randall, but all of the resources that they provided. They would call and check in, give me guidance. One of the counselors would call and check on me, and we would visit on the phone. And when I could, I would come up here and visit. But it was mainly that immediate, and through all of the legal, just having that support system, even from 2 hours away.
You know, you mentioned they were your family, your tribe, if you will. To you, was that as important as the other services, the quasi or professional services? Which did you take to the most?
For me at the moment, it was just having that community and that understanding and that safe space.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter how tight and close knit your family is. They can't fathom what you're going through if they haven't experienced it, as most people. And so to be able to speak freely, this is how I feel, this is how I'm afraid, this is how I cope today, without judgment or worry that you could do normal day-to-day activities while you're going through trauma, that was more important to me, to just be seen and heard without having to explain or even hurting other people because they see you struggling. So just community was a lot for me, and that's my favorite part of doing the SANE calls and even being at the shelter, is just to be present with someone, whether it's in silence or listening or sharing, just to know you're not alone. And the statistics show just those that report domestic violence or sexual assault or depressions, the statistics are just the ones that report it and reach out. There's a vast number that stay silent. So community is a big part of that for me. Other people, they just need the services. But
Right.
I think that sitting down, sharing a cup of coffee, and just being present is a big part of healing.
Yeah, just that human interaction and just to know
It
someone
is.
else is in your corner can be a great support for you. Family Services does so much. The Void Veterans Program is really impressive.
It,
They run a safe house, and if you know anything about this, I was surprised. I thought there were multiple facilities like this in our community, but Family Support Services runs one of the only safe houses for domestic violence
Mhm,
victims
mhm,
in our community, and it's a haven for those people who are experiencing a great trauma in their life, and for their children.
mhm.
We always have to think about the effect on the children, and they can only do this with the help of the community raising money. This is their biggest event. The Harley Party is another big event they have. Brittany, what can we expect next Saturday night if we partner along?
So next Saturday, we're going to have a fabulous meal and desserts, Mardi Gras themed. We're going to have Cameron James Smith and the band Monarch. They're fabulous. We'll
Mhm.
have a casino, dancing, second line parade. We have a Mardi Gras store, so there'll be inexpensive beads and masks and little trinkets that you can purchase and take with you. And it's just going to be a great time. It's for a good cause. I'll speak briefly. We have another survivor speaking about our loss team response, which is our suicide response team. And we have a silent auction, mobile auction, and then we have a live auction, and all of the funds just go to help support. I know we keep putting it out there, but it's hard to imagine that we service about 25,000 people a year, and we service all of the 26 counties in the Panhandle. So it's really important to have the support and the volunteer and the attendance at these events so we can just help our fellow community.
I'm
That's s I went to the Mardi Gras last year, it was amazing. You had the same band, the food was great, it was packed. So, how would we get tickets?
So you can go on Family Support Services social media. There are links and QR codes that you can click on. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Brittany Barber. You can call Family Support Services. Our coordinator, Joette Campbell, her number is 806-342-2503. We're not hard to find. We're happy to sell you tickets. I believe we might have one VIP table left. Maybe those have gone pretty quickly. The tickets are 65 a person. A table of 8 is 500. It's going to be a really good time.
I'm ready
Yeah.
to party
Hey,
now.
always there you
Yeah,
go.
let's all go.
Always, you guys are looking. Sometimes you may not have a large amount of money to give to someone, but you are looking for other ways you can benefit Family Support Services. Can you volunteer? Can you work behind the scenes? Is that opportunity available to Family Support Services? Look for volunteers.
Absolutely. We will take volunteers to serve food, working the casino, just monitoring, helping clean up, set up. We will take all hands on deck. We will even take even more auction items, whether it's a gift card or if you have a business and you have an item, I can get that off your hands. If you just want to donate or be a sponsor, really any help, there's nothing too small. It all goes towards a great cause, and it'll be used.
Yeah,
So
making a great community even better, watching out for those who need just a helping hand to be watched over. You can go to our website, kgncnewsnow.com. You can find a link to get to Family Support Services. Pick up your tickets now. It's a great time. It's a fun time, and it's very, very important for what they raise this money for. It's the Mardi Gras party kicking off next Saturday at the Amarillo Civic Center. Miss Barbie, I'll see you there.
I'll see you too.
All right, be careful now. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more chat right after.